the Democratic Senate has passed nothing. Indeed, the Democratic leadership proposed a bill that they said was worthwhile that would have reduced spending by $4.6 billion. 10 Democratic senators defected from the leadership position. Pretty gutsy thing to do on an issue as important as this.
Would the senator yield for a question?
I'll be glad to yield for a question, although my time is limited on.
Well, I thank the senator for his courtesy in yielding for the question.
All right, go ahead.
If, in fact, this is really about the deficit, and if, in fact, it is really about reducing spending, and if, in fact, it's really about assuring that the military remains funded, why is it necessary to have it be a non-negotiable condition of the bill that Planned Parenthood be zeroed out and that the EPA be prevented from enforcing the Clean Air Act? I don't see that there's any connection between those two requirements and the deficit, and I think if the party, Republican Party, were willing to give up those two demands, we could solve this very quickly. It's those two demands that are fouling things up and forcing a shutdown.
Well, I appreciate the senator's comment, and I'd like to respond to that. The House has sent over a bill that does not have those provisions in it, a one-week extension, and that funds the military. And it's available to be passed also, and would allow further discussions and negotiations on how to complete the last of the year without affecting the military. And I just have to tell you, I have no desire to fund Planned Parenthood, the largest abortion provider in America. Maybe that's what you think federal taxpayers ought to spend their money on, but I don't. And I don't appreciate my colleague so fine. We serve on the Judiciary Committee together, talking about this is all extremist right-wingers. Give me a break. He said they really have this secret agenda. They pretend it's all about the deficits. It's not about the deficits. It's about some extremist right-wing agenda that he then launches into a full-fledged attack, as has Senator Schumer, on the Tea Party. Some of the best people in our country who got terribly afraid for our nation and went out and marched all over America, millions, tens of millions. Never before done anything like that. I talk to them all the time. Are these bad people? I remain really unhappy and stunned that my Democratic colleagues are in full-fledged attack on the good and decent people who stood up and complained about what was happening in Washington and now don't hesitate to attack the Tea Party as extremist. I object to that. I think it's wrong.